Yes, I know.
It's at least I've gone for a long time, but I'm not getting happy.
Okay. Welcome, councillors, staff, members of the gallery and our online viewers to the agenda briefing for the 26th of October. Councillors, before we start, I'll just remind you if you're speaking today that you turn the microphone on so that we can hear you loud and clear. Disclaimer. Agenda briefing sessions are used to inform councillors on the items of business to be presented and discussed at the forthcoming ordinary council meeting. These meetings are open to members of the public who may request to present a deputation to council relating to an item on the agenda. No decisions are made at these meetings, although councillors can request additional information or alternative wording be provided to allow for motions to be prepared for consideration at the forthcoming ordinary council meeting. Any statement regarding any planning or development application made during an agenda briefing session is not to be taken as notice of approval. Anyone who has an application lodged with the Shire must obtain and should only rely on written confirmation of the outcome of the application and any conditions attached to the decision made by council. An audio and visual record will be made by means of live streaming of these proceedings and uploaded to the Shire's YouTube page for viewing. Acknowledgement of country. The Shire of Harvey acknowledges the traditional custodians of the land and their continuing connection to the land, waters and community. We pay our respects to all members of the Aboriginal communities and their cultures and to elders both past, present and emerging. Record of apologies and leave of absence. I have two apologies, being Councillor Bromham and Councillor Boyland, and I have a leave of absence from Councillor Takagrigo. 3. Declarations of members and officers' personal interest. Councillors, are there any? Thank you. Deputations. We have two deputations this afternoon, so I will invite Ms Belinda Douglas to address the Council in relation to item 5.3.2, proposed commercial vehicle parking at lot 349, number 39, Latua Street, Australind. Welcome, Belinda, if you'd like to come forward.
Thanks. Okay, so I currently reside in the premises at 39 Latua, and just get this one up here. So I have got photos on the USB for you to visually see. The premises we had, they're probably not in order, but we've got, when we first bought the house 2 years ago, so visually it was run down, needed to be repaired. We've got the front verge area as well, which was all run down, so we've done that up as well. And the current photos of the property, these ones here, you can't all see. So we've done it all up to make it all neat and tidy. We have currently two vans in the backyard. This is the one I currently have now, which is not registered with the health department until I get planning sorted. So this one is actually not even a commercial car, it's just my vehicle, personal vehicle. It won't be used for work, however it is my personal, so it is where I drive everywhere. I've also got the backyard photos, which, yep, you'll see there. So that's from my balcony of what we see and what side are they? The north side neighbours in their two-storey house. They visually look down into that yard as well, and they don't have an issue with the visual of the backyard. And what else have we got? The sizing of the property, or sizing of the vehicles. These are the current ones I'm allowed in the backyard, which the little one is no longer there. These are the same size as a Toyota Land Cruiser. Well, Toyota Prado actually, the similar sizing of that. And then Due to staff parking, I have Monday client or staff member who parks on the yard across the road from me, which I have third party approval. So I haven't actually got it myself in writing, but I was given approval from a third party who said it was okay from the owner in Perth. So that's it there. The vans leaving the property, I have one van that works 7 days a week on Old Coast Road on the estuary. That is a 7-day trade. The other ones work within the Shire community here, Waruna, Bunbury, wherever they need. That is shows, school sports days, and they're only when required. So they don't work every day. The only van you can see from the street is behind the fence with the gate, which is an automatic gate I've put in so it's not loud when we open it. So that is the only one you can see. If there's issues, I'm happy to plant extra trees on the side of premises so people can't see. What else would you like to know? My partner has only one personal vehicle currently, and the only personal vehicle I have is whichever van I can use for myself. So really it is just a matter of parking. They come out once in the mornings, and then afternoon when we finish at the park at 12 o'clock we go and restock, and then the van's returned. So it's not permanently in and out all day. It's only my vehicles when I've got to go to appointments like this, or when I work at Westpac down here you might see one of my vehicles parked there in the staff car parking. So it is actually once a day they come in and out, unless the staff has got them, and she will keep them for between 2 and 5 days. So at the moment there's no cars in my backyard. So, but that's all I have to say. It's pretty well it in a nutshell. Okay?
Thank you, Belinda.
That's all right.
Are there any questions?
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. So after hours there would be four vehicles parked on site at your premises?
No, I've asked for 3. I've asked for the third, my new vehicle to be registered there so I can actually use my vehicle as a business. So at the moment there's only 2 that are parked there permanently, and then my husband's car. So the third one is only really if I need to bring it in the backyard for any reason. I just wanted to have yes, I can have it there if I need it. But I don't have enough room in my backyard to vehicle 3 vehicles in there on a permanent thing. It's only if I needed to take a grinder out or something like that. I don't know what reason I'd need it for.
Thank you.
And there's only 2 of us presently living in the property.
Any further questions?
If I may, are any of them undercover?
No.
No, so they're not shedded at all?
No.
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 Okay.
So the third one I've got is very, very limited sign writing on it, purely for the fact that when I purchased the first 2, that was how they came, so I've left them. But the other one is just very simple, very just basic. I might have my number on the back and that's it, because yeah, it's well known now, I don't have to actually label it.
Okay, thanks, Ms Douglas. Our second deputation is Mia Steinbacher for the same item, 5.3.2. Thank you, Mia.
I'm speaking for Maria. I'm Christina, her sister.
Christina?
That's Christina speaking.
Christina, welcome.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening to us today. I'm speaking on behalf of my 84-year-old mother, Lisetta Pinelli, who lives at 37 Latour Street, and she objects to the commercial coffee vans being parked at the residential area as opposed to if it was a commercial area. Mum's not here with us today because she's quite traumatised, and we just thought we'd leave her. She's with my sister having a cup of coffee. Mum has tolerated 2 vans, and now they want to bring in a 3rd van, which is quite a large van, and there's really not a lot of room over there for it. Over the 2.5 years ago when the new neighbours moved in, next door to Mum and Dad. We did receive a letter inquiring whether they could have the vans. Mum did object for this at that stage. And Mum did express it's commercial. It's not a commercial area. It's a residential area. There's not a lot of space between the neighbours and Mum. There's no shed to park them, and they have actually been parked in view. I think it was with our understanding that if they did have the vans, they could be parked all down the back. We do have some photos, and there's some aerial shots that we can look at. I'm not sure if we have them with us at the moment. So it does cause a bit of excess congestion. There is some noise at different hours of the morning. Just with the extra traffic coming and going, it can make, when the vans are parked up the driveway, which they normally have been, and there's two cars actually on the verge, a green one and a white one, it sort of obstructs vision as Mum pulls in and out of the driveway, as Mum's driveway is quite deep. The vans were meant to be parked down the back of the neighbour's block, but very rarely are they parked down the back. Have some photos. There was an incident when there were cars coming and going that Mum thought she'd put a pot plant on her side of the fence just because she's really house proud. She's got a beautiful garden, always in the garden. She thought she'd put a pot plant between the house so nobody could cut in and out on her lawn and just damage her lawn. And unfortunately there was an incident when the neighbours accidentally backed over the pot plant and it was smashed. So this caused some concern to Mum because there were cars coming and going. So there was a bit of conflict between the neighbours and the police were involved at that stage. At the time there's a low, earlier they have a low dividing fence that Mum and the neighbours share. Mum was watering her plants one day and also water accidentally went on the vans, and this also caused a feud between the neighbours. So since then, Mia has been in touch with the Shire, inquiring on behalf of Mum to see what could be done. We did start sending some emails to the Shire for some kind of clarity and help to maybe give us some advice on what we should do, just to help try and resolve what was going on. Mum actually also presented at the Shire a couple of times for some help. English is her second language, and she didn't really make herself very well understood, but she did try and see if she could help with the matter. Mum's lived in a house for 25 years. She's always paid her rates. Since having the vans next door, she has become a little bit stressed and she has been unhappy. Mum has, in the meantime, built a high fence between, at her own cost, between the two neighbours, so when she does water her garden, no water goes onto anybody's vehicles. She has also built another fence closer to the house, just so she doesn't have to see the vans to try and forget about it. Mum is on a pension, but she's managed to do a few things on her own and she's done quite well. Mum has some serious concerns why a third van would be approved, as this is residential. It's not a big street. This just adds to her current stress. She has been having a few health issues. It's actually been quite a bit for her to take on. She just wants to live peacefully where she is. She enjoys her garden. She's actually really quite a strong woman who likes to be out in the garden and enjoy, just her surrounds. So thank you for listening. We don't want to take away anybody's livelihood, but as we said, we just thought this is a residential area, not a commercial area. And thank you for listening.
Thanks, Christine. Councillor, do we have any questions?
Sorry. Anybody have any questions? Sorry, anybody have any questions?
No, that's all good. Thanks,
All right.
Christine. Thank you for that. All right, councillors, we'll get into the officers' reports. So 5.1.1 is the council recess and meeting schedule. So there is a requirement to adopt a meeting schedule for November 23 through to October 24. Councillors, are there any questions in relation to this item? Okay, on 5.1.2 is the appointments to council committees, advisory groups and delegate committees. So councillors, as we are on a tight time schedule for next week's meeting, I'm putting that up. It's up on the screen in front of you. You can see those councillors that are nominated for the committees as they stand at the moment. Councillors can still nominate for groups after this agenda briefing. This is just to give us some indication of how the nominations are looking at the moment. So I'll just quickly go through them. We have the audit committee where the delegates' positions are full and we are needing one deputy. So if there is anyone, as we work through these committees, that's happy to nominate quickly, and we'll fill in these positions as we go through.
Just to advise that I had been in discussions with Councillor Boylan this morning, who had indicated she was interested in the Behavioural Complaints Committee and also the CEO's Employment Committee. I did pass on that these would not be decided and the nominations weren't required to be received until prior to the council meeting. So I just wanted to draw that to your attention.
So we certainly won't be making a decision today. It's just going through to giving you a look at where we're at in regards to the nominations. The Behaviour Complaints Committee. Sorry, Councillor Dickinson.
Just a question, if I may, Madam Chair. So has Councillor McGregor given any indication as so?
We've received his nominations. So, for example, the Behaviour Complaints Committee will be adding in Councillor Boylan in that one. The CEO's Employment Committee is full. Too many. The Shire of Harvey Bush Advisory Committee, we have too many delegates. We're looking for a deputy there. The LEMAC Committee, we need a deputy there. The Shire of Harvey and Shire of Dartmouth Joint Town Planning Committee, we need 2 more deputies. The advisory groups, I'll let you read through those. Of note is the Brunswick's and surrounding areas Place Advisory Group, too many there. The Harvey Place Advisory Group, very popular. The Yarloop and surrounding areas Place Advisory Group, very popular. And the Access and Inclusion, popular.
Actually, Councillor Boylan did mention the awards, honours and prizes advisory group as well.
So we put Councillor Boylan in there. Thank you. Community Safety and Crime Prevention Advisory Group. We're needing a deputy there. Block 208, a deputy. The Tourism Advisory Group. Youth Task Force. It's great to see so many councillors nominating for all of these committees. Brunswick River Cottages, Harvey Community Precinct Reference Group, and a number of the committees. Councillors, these will come out in an email to you, so if you can have a look during the week and certainly look at those positions where we're seeking further nominations, and for those that are too many, if you could indicate whether you would be happy to be a deputy in those committees and advisory groups. So are there any questions in regards to the nominations?
Just with regards to the deputy, does that mean that they don't attend, or what does that actually signify as compared to someone who's the delegate for the...
Sure, through the chair. So generally the deputy acts as a proxy to the delegate membership. So if the delegate is unable to attend, the deputy attends in their place. I do understand that on some committees, particularly advisory groups, The deputy will go along as well in order to keep up with information, but on the statutory committees, that role is generally only served when the delegate is absent.
Any further questions, councillors? Thank you. Item 5.1.3 is the corporate business plan 23 to 24, and this is the quarterly report for quarter 1. So do you have any questions in regards to the corporate business plan? Councillor Hitchcock?
You've got that you're taking off the website users. Will you track unique visitors instead?
Is there a particular project, sorry, Chair?
The proposed deletions on the
So I don't have anyone from marketing obviously at the moment, but what I can do is take a question on notice and provide it to you for your scan.
Okay, and another one on that. Do you guys track the unique users for the Have Your Say website? Are you able to get the analytics for that?
Yes, we do. I just need to check whether that's a KPI metric that we track as part of the corporate business plan, but we do have the analytics that sit behind it.
Yep. Thank you.
Are there any other questions, councillors? Thank you. 5.2 infrastructure services. 5.2.1 is the Binning Up and Mile Up beach dog areas. I'll just ask the director if he could just give us a quick summary on why we're looking at this.
Yeah, thanks, Madam Chair. Also, I do have two of my officers in the gallery. Hayden Jones is the Manager of Waste and Safety Services. Hayden, I can speak on it, but if there's any question. And Sharon Faber, who's the Manager of Park Services, also in the gallery. So if there's any questions generated from what I'm going to present, those two gentlemen can respond. So basically, the Binning Up Mile Up beach areas, it's a pretty simple exercise here. We're reviewing the coastal signage at Binning Up and Mile Up in terms of dog exercise areas. It was raised at one of the coastal advisory groups in terms of trying to clarify where the on-leash and off-leash areas are and trying to make the signage a little bit more clearer. Mr. Jones's team came up with a proposal and went out and discussed that with the group and the wider community. There was consensus received in terms of the feedback received, and basically this report recommends that the signage be changed in accordance with the Dog Act, and in accordance with that Act we need to advertise or have public notice of those changes. So if you're looking at the attachments, Mile Up Beach, there's not a lot of change there. In Mile Up Beach is an area with some bollards that are installed during the swimming season, and either side of that area the dogs can exercise off-leash, and within that zone where the bollards are, which is shown in yellow on the attachment, the dogs have to be on-leash. So if a dog is exercising off-leash south of that area and wants to go north of that area, has to go on the leash as walking through that area. That's Mile Up. Binning Up basically looks at having an extensive dog on-leash area, and then north or south of that area is going to be a dog exercise off-leash area.
Thank you, Mr. Loxinger. Are there any questions, councillors? I just have a couple. In regards to Binning Up, the draft has an area for no dogs allowed, but in the final thing it's not there. So particularly during the summer season? I know they put out bollards, I think. Are we making that a no-dog area or not?
Sorry, I'm just making a bit high. Yeah, thank you, President Campbell. I'm just going to get that right to start off with today. Yeah, look, the original plan was to prohibit dogs in that bollarded area that traditionally is the swimming area of Binningup. In an ideal world, that would work, but logistically, you can't get your dog from north side to the south side unless you take them through the car park around the water sports facility up a track and then down that way. So from a management point of view and a user point of view, it was unrealistic. So I think in theory, if we had other alternative access points that could go around and come through that area, then that would be ideal solution. But for this situation where the current access points are, it wasn't going to work, and it will be an enforcement nightmare, but it also will be very difficult for the users as well because it will be quite confusing.
Thank you. And just a follow-up question. I know that you've done the consultation through the advisory group. So when council makes this decision next week, does that need to be advertised at all, or so it goes out for the 28-day advertising period and then it comes back to us? Because that's not in the officer's recommendations about the advertising.
So with this one here, because if it's with the advertising of it is actually giving notice of our intention of this is actually what the requirements are. So it won't come back to council for a report. However, if we did put it in as a recommendation, say that subject to further or any other consultation or feedback from the community, then that would then require it to come back to council. One thing just to also acknowledge is that a lot of these rules are actually currently in place, but the communication and the actual how we're presenting it to the public is not well at the moment. And so we're trying to actually formalise it in a better way and have better signage. So a lot of these rules are currently in place. What we're just doing is actually formalising and provide the information for the public, so there's easy rules for the users to be able to follow, and also from an enforcement point of view.
So through the chair, so you're saying that if we do a public notice and we get some objections, what we do then? Yeah, I suppose the process under the Act is that council makes a decision and we just advise the community of that decision.
Thank you. Okay. Sustainable development, item 5.3.1, which is proposed use not listed for the brewery. Block 224, shop 4A and 4B, number 1, Marto Avenue, Australind. I think we've already had a bit of an update on this, but I've asked the Director of Sustainable Development just to give us a quick overview for questions.
No, thanks, Madam Chair. So yes, one of the earlier induction meetings this afternoon, I did give the newer councillors a bit of a briefing on this one. However, we've received an application that if we were to look at it under a current scheme, would be problematic for us, given the restricted use nature of the current zoning. However, we are the beneficiaries of the draft town planning scheme, which is going to be considered by the Minister very shortly. As a result, that planning framework can actually, or is considered to be seriously entertained. So we do actually have the ability to consider this application as a use not listed. The use is for a brewery. It has been publicly advertised. We have received some submissions from nearby landowners raising issues, predominantly two issues, one of noise, or three actually, one of noise, odour and congestions with additional traffic movements in and out of this area. It is in an area that is currently not constricted but has some circulation issues with regards to the type of uses that are adjoining it. We do, however, consider that the application is worthy of approval, and the conditions that we've sought to impose to address some of those noise issues, it will not actually be going late in the evening. Traffic management is something we can look at, and the nature of the business, which involves brewing. does omit minor odours. We believe that through odour management plans we can actually appropriately manage this particular land use. So we as officers are recommending that the application has merit, can be approved, and for that reason I'm recommending approval. So happy to take any questions.
Councillors, have we got any questions in regards to this item? I do have one. In regards to the application, it says that it's having outdoor seating, and I see in the should be a question. Okay. Do staff consider the undercover area outside too narrow to put seating in tables and chairs? Have we looked at that?
Very good question. It's not that wide, I agree. Look, I'm not sure of exactly what type of seating chairs they're looking at. It is that option of, we'll use the term al fresco, is capable of being considered there. If we do find that it does actually have some circulation issues with pedestrians going past, then we'll have to manage that, or if it's unmanageable, probably preclude that from going forward. But it is quite narrow, but I don't see it being so much of an issue.
It is narrow, and I think it would be an impediment to people moving through that area. So
we can raise that with the proponent between now and next week, Madam Chair.
Yeah. And my other question is in regards to just confirming that that grass area, they're not going to be utilising that as an outdoor area?
That is outside their area that they apply for, yes. So we would not be allowing any activity in that area.
Councillor Holly.
Madam Chair, opening hours, I can't see it here in the agenda. Does it have it there, or?
It
does.
Does have it there, and I do have staff on hand to answer questions that offer, but I don't believe it was relatively.
I think it was Wednesday through to Sunday,
All the time, was it?
11 till 8:30. Yeah. Wednesday through to Sunday.
Page 26D.
11 a.m. till 8:30 p.m.
Thank you.
My other question is in regards to the capacity. So, is that, can we stipulate total number of people that can utilise that, or does that come under some sort of permit for the size of the building?
The size of the building is one aspect of how many people can occupy it. It's also governed by the amount of ablutions and facilities. I am not aware of exactly how much they're looking at limiting a facility. But yeah, there is the capacity to limit the numbers under the Public Building Regs and under the Liquor Control Act as well.
Okay, councillors, are there any other questions? Thank you. We will move on to item number 5.3.2, which is the proposed commercial vehicle parking at lot 349 of 39 Platua Street, Australind.
Thanks, Madam Chair. As we've heard from the two presenters this afternoon, obviously there is existing approval for two vans there. It did for some period of time go without incident. However, over time there has been some areas of concern between the two neighbours, and some of those have been resolved in regard to where the vans have been parked. There are other issues that planning conditions would simply not address. The application that we have in front of us now is for a third van. Just word of caution, if the application is not supported, that does not actually preclude the existing two vans from remaining. It's a valid approval, so any decision to not support the third one does not invalidate the current approval. It is the officer's opinion that individually, a commercial van within a residential area does not have significant impact on residential amenity of an area, but when you are starting to go from 2 to 3, then that amenity impact is actually starting to become more of a non-residential preferred land use. So based on the issues that have been raised through advertising and the scale of this particular proposal introduce a third one. It is the officer's recommendation to not support it based on the potential for negative impact on the residential amenity or the principal land use being that area which is residential.
Thank you, councillors. Any questions? Councillor Coleman.
Thanks, Madam President. Just a query. If Taragos, I understand vehicles are Taragos, and I understand, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that they also can be a normal vehicle, they don't have to be a commercial vehicle. So if these were not sign written and they weren't commercial vehicles, could they still have 3 there, or is it the commercial nature of the business that's causing the issue?
Yes, 3 unit chairs because they're being used for commercial purposes. So if it was their private vehicle, yes, they would not fall subject to the need for an application. So they could have 3, 4, 5, probably 7 cars at home with the large family that we've got. So none of those are commercial in nature. So that's why the need for approval and the consideration of a non-residential activity is becoming into question.
Thank you. Councillor
Madam Chair, so if the third vehicle in question was just painted black and had no sign writing on it, etc., would it be classed as still classed as a commercial vehicle?
Through Madam Chair, so the appearance of it is actually not the defining component of it being commercial. It would be registered as a commercial vehicle for, in this case, food van, so that could be painted green, blue, pink with no lighting on it. It doesn't matter what it looks like, it's what it's actually registered for.
Any other questions, councillors? Okay, thank you. Item 5.3.3, creating age-friendly communities. Is someone in a position just to give us a quick overview of this one?
Through Madam Chair, I'm happy to, but I do have staff here that can easily do that. So, Minister, if you would like to, that would be much appreciated.
Thank you, Madam Chair. From the council resolution, we were asked to investigate age-friendly facilities. This came about really because we had feedback through council that people were struggling to find places for their elderly parents, and wanted to know if we could establish what that demand might be, in a hope that then we could then use a report to encourage developers to come here and develop further aged care facilities. So we did a massive survey which was on Have You Say. We did pop-ups. This was a combination of 3 business units in the Shire working together across the region, and a number of marketing activities. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get a really strong response from that. It also further, I reiterated, Community and Lifestyle had previously to that developed a strategy on age-friendly, and it aligned with that, which basically said that most people want to age in place. When they say age in place, that could still mean downsizing. It might be a new place, but really they did not want to go into a facility. Research has shown, though, that lots of us are in denial in terms of what we need and what we want. But this does align with state and national surveys across Australia on the same. Lost my microphone, I'll speak a bit louder. Across that. So unfortunately, this hasn't given us a document to actually provide great evidence to a developer to come here, because our community does want to age in place. It does highlight that we probably need to consider moving forward, in terms of land options to allow them to downsize potentially, but still we never even got a clear point on that. That's an assumption, to be honest. So we are presenting the survey to you and asking, but I was wondering if council has any questions regarding it.
Thank you. Is there any questions from councillors? It's a shame Councillor Capobreto's not here since he initiated this. Okay, thank you. Item 5.3.4, which is the Harvey Region RV Friendly Trial Review.
Thanks, Madam Chair. I'll take this one. So Council resolved last year to proceed with a trial for RV friendly sites for 24 overnight accommodation for free. That commenced in April of this year. It was a 12-month program of which Council requested a 6-month review of that. As we can see, it's been very heavily patronised, and it's really encouraging. It's been encouraging to see that there is quite a high repeat usage of the sites, suggesting that the sites are well liked and the service that's being provided is much appreciated. There is, unfortunately, at this time, with social issues, affordable housing, we have had some repeat offenders in regards to coming back because that is the only accommodation that they can find. And Madam Chair, you'd be very proud as well, Council, that our rangers have taken a really good and positive approach to how it's been dealt with. So this has been a very good engagement activity for us with some of those less fortunate as well. So what we're looking at, Madam Chair, is going forward, we would probably look at changing the booking platform. We haven't had major issues with it, but we'd like to actually try to align the booking platform with some of our other booking platforms that we're looking at bringing across the whole Shire. So that should make it a lot more streamlined. We have had one particular issue. That's much better. Thanks. Let's see the screen now. The one issue we have had is the RV sites that we identified within Harvey. It is being caught up with some ongoing discussions with ARC infrastructure and the ability to actually park or actually sleep overnight within a rail corridor. So that one is still going further. So as a consequence of that, we are looking at an alternative site. The preferred site, which is shown in the attachments, is in the old or previously used basketball courts at the Harvey Cultural Centre. They are supportive of that, but it wouldn't be appropriate for us to just allow that to occur without at least engaging with those that are possibly likely affected, being the immediate neighbours. So the officer's recommendation is seeking an alternative location at the Harvey Cultural Centre, but subject to overall referral period.
Thank you. Councillor Coleman.
Thanks, Madam Chair. Having spoken to quite a number of the people at that RV spot, it is very well patronised. I don't think they'll miss the train noise at all by moving. That's been a significant discussion point. My question to you though is that whilst the area that you're suggesting seems quite viable, how can we temporarily and safely fence the area so that Rotary, the senior citizens bus area and Lions can access their shed without being impacted negatively? I notice you've got the yellow circle and yellow square around it, but it would need something very similar to when we had the motocross bikes there along that one side to allow the senior citizens bus safely to get in and out of their shed at least.
Through Madam Chair, so the yellow square was put there just purely for a point of reference. I would suggest that given we are talking to or suggesting the need to talk to those that are likely impacted on it, those entities that you've referred to, we will engage with them directly and see what collectively, how we manage that. So through that referral period, we'll actually talk to them directly and find out what will work.
Okay, thank you.
Councillor Dickinson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just note that in point number 2, it's got Leschnell Estuary Eco Museum, but we've actually changed the location to Christina Street area. So I was just wondering whether that should actually be changed because the location has been changed because of the works going on at the Eco Museum.
Through Madam Chair, so probably actually should have both in that Christian Street one because of the time that or when those works are done. We'd like to probably use that going forward. So yeah, I'll play with the wording for next week, but yes, we should have Christian Street in there because that's where it's currently occurring. The reference to the Eco Museum was in because that was the original one and probably the preferred. But yeah, probably we can clarify that one. Yes.
I have a question. Someone did raise about cash for cans at that site in Harvey. Do any of the Harvey councillors know where they do cash for cans?
Thanks, Madam Chair. The cash for cans sit between the lion's shed and the strip of grass that looks like a cricket pitch. So they wouldn't be impacted either by senior citizens bus, lion's shed or Rotary, or this proposal. They would be safely sort of out of the way, and Lions open up their shed and put on sausage sizzle most days. So they would be out of that area.
Yeah, I understand they've got a licence. I'm just saying whether that site there will impact on what they're doing there, that's all. Or other way around.
I don't believe it will, because it is out the front of the shed more so, because they lift the roller door and don't want to shift too much. It's sort of right there. So, but again, we have a chat with them, make sure that we're not impacting on it. So,
just so that you're aware.
More people can, more people can.
Yeah, and they do. Just so that you're aware that
yes,
they operate there. Any further questions, councillors? Thank you. 5.4 corporate services. 5.4.1 is the financial statements as at the 30th of September 2023. Are there any questions in regards to this item? Thank you, councillors. 5.4.2 list of accounts paid for September 2023. Do we have any questions? Thank you, councillors. 5.5 community and lifestyle. 5.5.1 terms of reference for the advisory groups. Can I just ask the director to just put one down?
Thank you. Absolutely, this item is brought up to council in alignment with the elections, so every second year. And in this report you'll see there are two attachments. So the report outlines any amendments that the officers are proposing to change this year that would have been different the last time this terms of reference came up 2 years ago, and they're also detailed in the report there. There is members of the community who ordinarily would be consulted, however all of those members are also requested at this point in time to re-nominate for those groups. So we have done a little bit of due diligence and gone and checked in with former members just to make sure that the report stacks up for you.
Thank you. Councillors, do I have any questions for this item? Councillor Hitchcock.
Thank you. With regard to the terms of reference for the LEAP advisory group, it doesn't appear to be mention of early years and the objectives. I understand these are drafts at the moment. So will early years objectives be added?
Through the chair, yes, that would definitely be the intention, and I'll check into that for next meeting.
Councillor Dickinson.
Thank you, yes. I note that the chairperson is not necessarily a councillor. This was actually one of the items that was discussed previously and discussed in council, that the chairperson be a councillor because of their understanding of the process. So I'm just wanting to understand why the recommendation could change.
Thank you, Councillor. Continuing through the chair, this was the officer's recommendation 2 years ago, and it has come back to you again this year to consider it again. Some of the advisory groups do operate with a community chair and are functioning quite well. Others are operating with a councillor chair and are also functioning quite well. There have been some requests from community that there is the opportunity for community chairs to be considered. So we brought it back up for council to consider it again this year.
Any further questions, councillors? I just have a couple. I'm just seeking some clarification on the community representation numbers, because the generic terms of reference at the front here says a maximum of 15 numbers, and then as we go through a number of the advisory groups, they actually change. Some go down to 8. They vary. So I'm just wondering why there's not that consistency across all of the advisory groups.
Thank you, Chair. I will need to double check because they are all quite unique. So whilst we have attempted to have one terms of reference to branch out, and then at the second part of the attachment you'll see that there are more specific terms of reference for each group, which means that some will have different numbers, and that's because it's specific to that group. For example, sport and rec are limited because of the number of sporting clubs and associations in the Shire, so we didn't want to be seen to be excluding anyone for that one. But if there was a preference for us to go back to putting a cap on it, then we'll take council's advice.
And of course, we're hoping not to raise the issue in regards to community representation on the community safety and crime prevention. So if you could just explain why there's a shift to remove the community reps off that particular advisory group.
Absolutely, thank you, Chair. Officers did, having doing this every second year, it's also an opportunity to continually refine the process. And in doing so, officers have reached out to former members of the Community Safety and Crime Prevention Group with their how they felt about removing community representations from that group. The officer's recommendation is that this becomes council and industry-led, which is actually the common practice across all local governments, which means it would just be police, for example, road safety through WALGA, council representation and some staff. The idea, the officer's recommendation to move towards this most common practice is because over the last 2 years we've had a number of and increasingly sensitive types of conversations being held at that group. So just in the interest of looking out for our community members, and that's what the recommendation is for you today.
Thank you. Are there any other questions, councillors? Okay, item 6, notice of motion for following meeting. I don't have any at this stage. Councillors, we have 2 confidential items. Are there any questions in relation to those items? No? That being done, if there's no further questions, I'll declare the agenda briefing closed. Thank you very much.